November is here, earnings continue, and there's an election day that's pretty critical in some places, like my home state of New York, on Tuesday, November 4th. So let's look at S&P 500 stocks that are reporting earnings on Tuesday, November 4th, looking at price action, that's your bars, your candlesticks, momentum, that's my RSI power zones down below, and any forecasting that comes into play, because I'm HEMA ready, and that's what I look at. Now, I have made the candles here sort of big and fat because I really want to focus in on the more recent actions. So say the past 4 or 5 months, okay? So we're going to mix it up a little bit for today's review. So right out of the gate, ticker IT, Gartner. This stock has been weak and you can see the moves and momentum between the red zones. There is an opportunity here for it to continue lower, and because it's a pretty high price stock at $250 per share, that might be a fruitful short or bearish position. You'd want to see a move below the lows at October 15th and October 17th to confirm. Ticker LDOS. This one has a nice consolidation going beneath the October 7th high and above the September 25th range. I like this because it had extended towards bull resistance and then pulled back to bull support. So let's see if we can't get a break higher. If we do, there could be a bigger picture map for this stock and a good position building opportunity. Pfizer, ticker PFE. This one's interesting because it's trying to base while over the September 25th low, which was the beginning of the last pop higher. So I think there could be an opportunity here. You want to see a break above the October 21st high to confirm. Might be good, another position building opportunity. Exelon, ticker EXC. This is at a very interesting point where it comes to GAN trading patterns. It's at this old top from August 8th. And depending on how today finishes out, and then obviously what may be fueled by earnings, this could be an area for a base to form. I'm looking at that because of the RSI being in the bull support power zone as well. Ticker Uber, UBER. This one is one of those boring stocks that has like a nice steady up move. Look at this angle higher. I think it's got room for further upside, and that's in part supported by the lows continuing to hold the bull support power zone. CDW is forming a little bit of a distribution area. So sellers coming back in. And this is at a bad spot compared to the old lows from early August and early September, plus the RSI holding the bear resistance. It's not looking really good. So I would watch out for further weakness on this stock. Okay, AMGN, ticker AMGN. Now here, this stock had a decline, had an attempted rise, saw some weakness, and it's actually in a really great position for another short-term move lower, probably even back towards the range from September 26th. This is the case if we see a break below the low from October 31st, okay? So watch out for that. It's displaying some GAN price patterns that would lead into that. All right, ticker AMD. So AMD has had a nice steady run up. You can see that it peaked in bull resistance here, but then continued higher. Classic sign of a strong market getting more and more overbought. I wouldn't have any suggestion for a new position action here. We want to see where the earnings unfold. But if they give you a little bit of a pullback with the RSI staying above the bull support power zone, that might be an opportunity to enter long. Let's look at this one on a weekly time frame. Yeah, we're up at what looks like new all-time highs. Let's go 1 month. Yeah, it's rocking and rolling. So use weakness as an opportunity to go long, so long as the momentum and other factors are lining up. AIZ, this insurance company has a little bit of a room to form a base while it stays above this September 16th low, right? So watch those recent highs here around 213 for that breakout. All right, ticker CTVA. This is a classic sign of a stock that's gotten oversold, but beaten up kind of potentially so bad that there are no more sellers left to enter the party, right? So if the sellers leave the room, then buyers have a chance to pick things up. So what I'm trying to do is now give you a little more history and show you where the framework is. So long as we stay above the April 7th low, okay? That is the key holding this. There is definitely room here for a pop higher. I want to see at the very least a move above the October 30th high. And I'm going to talk about that more when I get into my twists on candlesticks. I'm doing a special presentation this Wednesday, November 5th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to join me if you haven't. I'm going to dig into live charts just like I am here, along with my educational slides. So I'm going to talk more about that, but you really should, if you are a position builder, if you are somebody who's looking for stocks that are beaten up, right? You really want to buy things when they're kind of downtrodden. This is one of those. Now, I wouldn't just stick my hand out and buy again. I would want to wait for at least that pop above October 30th high. All right, ticker LYV, Live Nation. Here we have some bullish price action in momentum and the candlestick it hasn't finished yet, but presuming it finishes close to what we see today, that's a good sign. And it's doing so at a great previous bullish candlestick pattern from August 1st. So potential here for this to be basing and start its next run up higher. Right, last but not least, ticker AES. This has been a little bit of a choppy moving stock, but I want you to see that even when the moves are kind of all over the place, the RSI power zones can still be providing useful insights, and you can still look for gann candlestick patterns, which again, I'll get into more in my presentation this week. Right now, the most important support is here at the old high from September 30th. So long as we stay above there and the RSI power zones hold bull support, there is room to trade higher. I'd want at the least to get above Friday's high before building up that position. Okay, there you have it. My take on S&P 500 stocks reporting earnings on election day, Tuesday, November 4th. If you found value in this video, good tips, reminders, insights, even stocks to keep an eye on, go ahead and hit that like button and I'll catch you in the next video.